Everybody's in the play, and don't you know it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity, Mr. Blue Sky is living in today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race celebration. Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we've waited for. Whoa, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you did it right. The sun comes Mr. Night, creeping over, now his head is on your shoulder. Never mind, I remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Mr. Blue Sky.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. The chant of Super Blues ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy.
It's over. The long-running saga at St Andrews is all over. More to come in a few minutes. Blues had me clinically depressed at 90 minutes, then euphoria as Caddis nets a penalty, and Donaldson pokes in on 96 minutes. Blues and Derby fans fighting after the game. Rowett overspilling his passion at half-time. Baggies letting us down badly twice in a week. Mental red cards, pitch invasions, seats being ripped up, bottles thrown. All live on TV. Whoever let that game start at 5:30 on a Saturday evening needs a serious head wobble. I blame the police. They say they will learn lessons. The lessons were learnt 20 to 30 years ago. There's enough intelligence out there. Should the police have decided who between us and B6 played on Saturday or Sunday by the flip of a coin? Watford fan critical after being set upon by a gang. Midlands football in the spotlight once again for all the wrong reasons. Blues ladies draw Liverpool at home in the FA Cup. Big news reportedly to be coming out of Hong Kong tomorrow. Another damp squid more than probably, because we've been there so many times before. It all happens on a Tuesday. Just another week being a Birmingham City fan. Monday night, 7:30. Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show. Alongside us today, Chris Pugh.
Good evening.
GA with a mouthful of Bombay mix.
Hello.
And Mrs. Browne. I thought that was coming. What a crazy week. Right, okay, where do we start? Yeah, as I reported earlier, it is over. The long-running saga at St Andrews has finally concluded and it has come to an end. The bun was given out. The bun was given out. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
All right, mate.
And the pot of curry sauce.
And the pot of curry sauce, yeah. The look on my Adam's face, the smile on his little face, mate. It was like a child receiving a gift at Christmas, knowing that he could now go to St Andrews and get a piece of bread with his chips.
That's what I'm there for.
Now, top quality, top drawer, mate. How's your week been? Have you been all right?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Yeah,
been up to much?
Not a massive deal. No, quite one this week. So.
Yeah. GA, what about yourself?
Oh, I've had a massive week. I have.
All right, we'll move on from you then. Yeah, go on.
I've moved house. Yeah, it's pretty.
All moved, all done. Got all your decorating done.
Get out of here. There's only one room.
He's making volunteers, actually.
Yeah.
He's looking at you.
Take these trousers. No, I'm not taking my trousers off.
No, don't take your trousers off, please.
Not again.
And once again, I'm once again in my work clothes because I'm doing the day-night shift again tonight in the pub. So it's going to be all hands to deck a bit later. Chris, what about your week? How's it been?
Interesting. Quite busy. And we've got the a new show coming this week on Thursday. Speedway Tavern returns.
The return of the Speedway
Returns.
Tavern.
The Speedway Tavern returns. Does that mean there's Speedway going on in Birmingham now then? Or?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't keep up with it, so I don't know. So.
Yeah, we're starting up again this year.
Back in the old stadium, the same place?
Yes, we're sharing it with another team.
Well, that's a good thing, you know what I mean?
It's not the same league either, but
No,
it's a start.
Nips the cost out, doesn't it? You know, but, I mean, what would Birmingham be without a Speedway team, really? I mean, it's weird, isn't it, to have not had one last year. And,
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have one for nearly 23 years. at one
that
point.
left the only door open for you in your points of conversation is to talk about B6 up the road. You've got nothing else to talk about, really.
And that wasn't worth talking about for such a long time. All that things.
It's not worth
talking about
this
now.
week.
It's all right, Chris. Great minds think alike. Love it. Yeah, love it. Okay, so as I said, that long-running saga over the bun has now finally concluded. So we'll actually put that to bed and bury that now. Job done.
Rightly so.
Yeah, too right. Okay, sitting on the sofa. I didn't actually go to the game on Saturday. It was a good job as well because I got called into work. Sitting on the sofa, like listening to it on my iPad, clinically depressed on 90 minutes, thinking, why do we do this to ourselves, And then kind of like, oh well, Caddis has got a penalty, he may net it, he may. But then, yeah, you know what I mean. Consolation, yeah, okay, nice consolation goal, but a lot of people have 2,500 odd went, didn't they?
Yeah, there was a few gone, yeah.
And then on 96 minutes, despite there only being 3 minutes of injury time. But if you do have a look at the amount of time they were messing around trying to take that penalty,
and
I think the referee was justified in giving the extra time that he did.
Yeah.
We go and score in the last minute. Crazy, it's great being a Blues fan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's I was saying, if there's ever a result, I know we talk about it every week, and it's very easy to say, but trying to imagine the game panning out under the previous regime. Compared to what happened under Rowett, and it is easy to say it, and it is easy to just throw the accusation out there that we wouldn't have done anything under Clark or whatnot. But if there was ever a game that summed up how much that change has lifted this club and this group of players, it's got to be that one.
It's got to be the last 2 minutes of the game.
Well, absolutely, the last 20. I mean, we didn't. By all accounts, we were dreadful for 90 minutes, but we're hanging in there. We're not getting battered 4-5-0
and
anymore.
Of course, it was top of the table derby as well.
Absolutely,
they were destined to go back to the top
at
of
their
the table.
place, where they're pretty formidable at home. They go 2-0 up early on in the second half, and you're thinking to yourself, well, let's just please keep it reasonable. Yeah. And if it would have finished 2-0, then you say fair enough. We've lost at Derby. It's not the worst result ever. But
and it wouldn't have been the worst result ever.
No,
considering that the team that we've got and where we are and where
absolutely,
we've
absolutely. You can't expect anything away at Derby. But the way we came back, you get the penalty and you think, like you said, okay, it's consolation. But then to keep going until the end, forced a couple of free kicks and corners and pretty
I've
much robbed them at the end with
I've
the
seen
goal.
the YouTube videos of those last couple of minutes and managed to watch the whole 30 seconds on the Football League show. Football League show.
Yeah.
Is it that long?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
There
I
were
usually
4
time
goals,
it. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh, thanks, nice one, Blues. We've just gone home." You know what I mean? We just left and don't leave. That's a simple solution to that, isn't it?
Especially if you've gone away.
The fat lady sings, isn't it? Or that final whistle's blowing.
Yeah, it is a strange one, especially when you go away from home. But yeah, that's a lesson to everybody, isn't it? You know, especially with the group we've got now. Even when we're conceding 4 at Brighton and Ipswich, we're never out of a game at the moment. We keep coming back and we keep battling away, and we've got our just rewards there, even though it probably wasn't deserved.
Just on the chat box, but we'll come back to that in a second. Say hello to a very special guest, Connie T. Welcome to Connie T tonight. Hello everyone, she says, just want to say thank you for the very kind words about my rendition of Mr. Blue Sky, and thank you for continuously using it on your show. Connie, it is our pleasure.
Little Connie
It's
Talbot,
our
who's
pleasure.
not little anymore. She's a big girl.
Is she?
I saw her on the, she's on telly the other day. Yeah, big girl.
No, Connie, it's a cracking rendition, as Blue Arbor says, and welcome along. Nice to see you on the show.
Friend of the show.
Connie T. Friend of the show. There you go. Chris, thank you, mate.
You're welcome.
I love it.
Celebrity friend of the show.
Oh yeah, well this is it. Yeah. Comes from the Wolverhampton area, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Not even a Birmingham City supporter. I'm led to believe. But if Connie could clear that up, then scoring goals like that. Blue Hobber says scoring goals like that so late is what winning teams are made of, and that's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct.
Although technically you didn't win. let's just
But it does
throw that one out.
It just shows the resilience in the group and the belief that Rowett has installed in us that we're not giving up after 50 odd minutes. We're not throwing in the towel. We're not dropping off in the second half like we used to do. If anything, it's the opposite. We're getting stronger. We're getting stronger as the game goes on, and we're staying in games longer.
It's quite amazing, isn't it? It's the same team.
Yeah,
it's the same group of players.
Pretty much. Apart from 2 or 3, isn't it? Yeah.
And there you are. You was having okay first halves and an absolute rubbish second halves.
Yeah.
And now you go in the whole 90 minutes. It's
an example that you can have as many stats and tactics as you want, but when it comes down to it, that all those players
haven't really changed.
No, not a lot.
So
not a lot.
It's
management of players. At the end of the day, the players that are going out there are 11 human beings, and if they feel up for it, if they feel loved and appreciated by the manager, then they're going to put the effort in.
About motivation.
Absolutely, 100%.
That rumbles through industry, though, doesn't it, as well?
It's the industry, and I mean, for example, topical today, but the England cricket team.
Do we have
how many stats and skill sets and data information sheets do they want to have within that group of that management scheme? And yet none of the players feel you can just see it in their body language. It's the management of the players is so wrong.
Well, I nipped home for a cup of coffee at dinner time from work, and England had just lost. The synopsis was going on Sky News, and they were blaming money. Blaming money. Money rules all sports nowadays.
Well, it does, and in a sense, the money that the ECB and the MCC generate, they don't want to change things because they're making all this money. So in a sense, you can understand somebody saying that, but it's just going back to Blues, and you, like I say, you can throw as many tactics and try many formations as you want, but if you make those players feel wanted, and if those 11 players are behind you, then you've got every chance, no matter who you're playing.
Your manager has to work for you and with you, and you have to work for
yes, absolutely, 100%,
yeah. Connie says she doesn't really follow football, and she lives in the Sutton area, but celebrity friend of the show. Well done, Connie. Well done. And we are. We love that. I love that rendition of Mr. Blue Sky. I really do. I love it.
Absolutely brilliant.
Where do you stand on the Peterson debate?
Me?
Yeah. Well, was saying we should never have got rid of him.
Well, we should never have got rid of him.
Would you like to back?
He's the best batsman.
He can't come back now, can he? Because he doesn't play. He hasn't got a county team. So
Hang on, we're talking about cricket now.
Yeah.
Have we got a cricket channel?
Oh, there should have been a snore.
There it is.
Have we got a cricket show coming up?
Oh,
Chris?
no, we haven't.
Okay.
The cricket show's finished, but if somebody wants to fill the void,
If anybody out
I'll
there
do
wants
it.
to fill the void
Cricket
on
show.
cricket,
I'll
you'll
do
do it.
I'll do it.
I'll give him
I'll
a
ramble
shake.
on for an hour.
There
You know all about cricket here. I don't understand it,
bits
because
and
when you're
bobs.
out, you're in. When you're in, you're out. And I know this just confuses me.
Yeah.
I would rather have a hot poker in each eye.
I like my cricket. I must admit. I like my cricket.
Anyway, back to the
Yes,
back to
football.
The derby then. Yeah. What was your take on Gary Rowett's little spatty outburst at half time?
I don't know. It's quite out of character for him.
Very much so.
You haven't seen him lose it like that since he's been in
Just
charge.
an
But
interview.
maybe the first half display just got to him a little bit, and things got a bit heated.
I just heard him saying a little earlier that it was obviously a hotbed going back to Derby, and
Yes,
he
yeah,
wanted to do well
possible,
for
yeah.
Birmingham City, and
Yeah.
his emotions kind of overspilled a little.
Yeah.
Um,
As long as he doesn't lamp someone, you can
absolutely.
forgive him, really, I suppose.
It's not quite like the incident we had the other week where the manager grabs a guy around the neck.
Well,
and
no,
his
yeah,
shirt off,
that's
isn't
it. Yeah, exactly. It's but yeah, there was.
But it all happened this weekend. And of course, Brucey was involved. In
He
one as
was,
well,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah. That was another one, yeah.
I wouldn't mess with him,
It
Bet
just
he's
shows
right
the pressures managers are feeling at this time of the season, getting to the crunch, and a lot of the management teams are really struggling under the pressure and starting to let it show.
But do you think that was pressure from Gary or just over exuberance?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was pressure. Yeah, I think, like you said, it's the first half display obviously wasn't what he planned, and it was a feisty affair, and a couple of things got his back up, and he just let it get the best of him at the end of the first half. But like I say, it's storming a teacup, really. Let it blow over and move on from it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the best idea. Condescending, if ever you want any more covers or music, I'm happy to help you guys. And Kieran, I love you guys. Bless you. I'll tell you what, Connie, record us a lovely slow version of Keep Right On to the End of the Road.
Oh, that'd be good.
Absolutely brilliant. Now this could be your selling point.
Number one hit right there. That is.
It's Connie T, mate, at number one, smashing nicely on a weekend. Yeah.
In all seriousness,
there is
would be
now I think there's a real need for a real good version of Keep Right On to the End of the Road, but a little slower than what the fans singing. So get YouTube in it, Connie. Get Kieran to send.
He'll give you the words
across the words, the lyrics for it.
You'll find it on YouTube anyway.
And we look forward to seeing it next week.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Connie T,
As long as it's with us by 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Says the guy that's never played an instrument in his life.
Yes, I have.
Spoons.
Do
The
tell.
kazoo. Is it the bazoo? Kazoo.
The kazoo. You didn't even know what it's called.
A Jew's harp. I played one of them. I can tinkle the ivories a little bit.
Can you?
Yeah, especially when I'm drunk.
about that.
Keep your ivories while we're there.
Especially when I'm drunk. Which doesn't happen very often, by the way.
No. Just
Did I tell you what I drank a lot of gin in Barcelona?
yeah, you did, yeah.
Right, okay, next up then is Huddersfield at home on Saturday. Predictions and attendance, because nobody got the right attendance last week. Blue Hobby, you were closest with 2-2 and 28,855 for the Derby game. And Chris Pugh, you were closest with 2-1 and 30,800, but the actual attendance was 31,522, so a little bit out. And the Blackpool game was 1-0. Nobody predicted that. We did, however, have Nat Peters, who predicted Blackpool to win 2-1. Not in tonight, is he?
Bottled that.
Bottled it, didn't he? 15,111 was the attendance there. Chris, you got 14,900, so you really weren't far out on that one.
What was my prediction with the score?
Sorry, you were 2-0.
One more goal and another one.
Exactly, yeah, you'd have won it. You'd have been walking away in that T-shirt tonight, mate. Capo, you did very well as a 2-1 and 15-2, 3-3, so you were very close too. But nobody just got the 1-0. We'll come to the Blackpool game in a minute. So we've got Huddersfield now at home. Chris Pugh, what do you reckon is going to happen on that one, and what's your attendance going to be?
Okay, so 2 1-0 wins followed by the Derby result. Not so much the performance, but the result will be full of confidence. Huddersfield haven't had a great run. I think they've lost their last 2. I will go 2-1 Blues
2-1, yeah.
with an attendance of 15,900.
15,900. Blue Harbour's gone 1-0 to the Blues with 15,465. GA, your random guess?
Do you want? Yeah, then it will be right. I'm just wondering whether you wanted the result at full time or after extra time.
Well, there won't be any extra time.
So, injury time then, put that one.
We don't.
Yeah, just shut up.
We don't take injury time into consideration, do we?
And if he wins, we have to make him wear the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to predict 33-0.
I would so wee myself if that actually happened. I would actually trickle, to be perfectly honest with you.
It's going to be a tight affair, I think, because you're both very close in the league here. So 1-0, I'll go to Blues.
1-0.
And 15,613.
Mrs. Browne.
I'm going to go for a high-scoring game.
Hmm.
I'm going to go for 3-2 Blues.
3-2, yeah.
I'm going to go for 14,960.
60.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Blues, straight win. And 15,705. Okay, anybody else who wants to join in? Nice Tilton Talk t-shirt. You'll be very welcome to that if you win. Let's go back to the Blackpool game then. I left home very late for that one, actually, to be quite honest with you, so I was very lucky to be able to even afford the time to come up and see you for that bread roll.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 of us went in the end. That's myself, my son Adam, the other son, Adam's girlfriend Natalie, and my ex-wife's little lad Mark from their second marriage. Great, isn't it, when you can do that? Just walk up to your ex-wife's house and say, "Go on, off to the Blues, mate." No bother. Brilliant, love it.
Completely sober?
So we took. Sorry.
Completely sober?
Oh yeah, we're driving.
Oh, of course,
Yeah. Oh no, seriously, don't drink and drive, mate.
No.
It's not big, it's not clever.
No.
Spill it?
The what? Sorry.
You spill it anyway?
I speed.
I said you spill it when you drink and drive.
Oh yeah. You would do.
It
Yeah.
goes everywhere.
But no, we left late because I didn't know that I was picking Mark up. So anyway, I had to go around town, pick him up, then do a round robin, pick everybody else up. You know what they're like; they're never ready on time, are they, kids? You know, even when they get to 28.
Really? You mean that doesn't get better?
Oh, my Adam's the worst, mate. My Adam is absolutely the worst. However, nice journey in. You know, pretty easy to get there. Pop round, straight in the ground. Got me burger because Mark loves his big hot dogs. He just loves the hot dogs at the back there. The size of them hot dogs. He just like. And some ex says to me, "Oh, he's had his tea before he gone." So I said, "Looked at him. Oh, no hot dog tonight, then, mate." And he was like dead glum going in through the turnstiles. And as I stood there waiting for my £1.5 burger to be delivered into me, and like these two little sheepish eyes were looking up at me as if to say, "Oh." I goes, "Go on, hot dog for the boy." And his little face lit up. It's lovely, bless him. But it's also it's good that the kids can get out there. It was what 15 quid to get in as well.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a good price, right?
50. I don't know what kids were. Were they kids for £1 or what? I don't know.
$5-ish,
Was it
probably,
$5? Adam organised the tickets anyway. So, but yeah, not the most inspiring of games. I think Blackpool dragged us down to a very poor level.
I've got this.
Even though we didn't really pick that up against Derby, though, did we? You know what I mean? So
No,
it didn't sort of happen.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a theory about that. The way we played against Millwall as well. It seems that when we play teams, whoever's down the bottom, they're scrapping for their lives so much that the game almost becomes a non-entity, and it doesn't become. It just becomes such a scrap for points that you really struggle to get any momentum in a game like that.
Blackpool are really getting no points at all.
No, absolutely.
What are they on? 22? Is it something like
that? There's such a lack of quality at Blackpool that really.
Fans as well,
yeah, there was 127.
Came on a scooter, didn't they?
127, I think I heard. But
did you see that tweet that somebody put in this very small little book?
Oh yes,
I love it. I love banter like that. It's cracking.
Yeah, but there's such a lack of quality at Blackpool that I think their whole game plan against whoever they play is to just make it as messy as they can and hope that they nick it somehow.
Their ginger-haired little number 4 had got something about him. I quite liked his tenacity.
Okay, I'm not sure who that was.
Perkins.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Perkins,
Yeah, he's been
4.
around a bit, a bit of a journeyman, so he's got the experience in his division as well. By all accounts, O'Hara was lucky to stay on the pitch a couple of times.
I saw the stamping incident. It was horrendous.
Yeah.
Horrendous. And then the elbowing.
The ref got a bit of a pasting for not seeing any of that. So, but yeah, the 3 points was all that mattered really in the end. When you're playing a game like that, on the night game, a cold night, and you just want to come away with the 3 points no matter.
It wasn't disastrously cold. It was quite cold, but it wasn't like as cold as I think the Millwall game.
That Millwall one, it was horrible, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. Well, 3 points is 3 points. I don't care. Scrappy, not scrappy.
Yeah.
Like that point on Saturday was just not going to happen on 90 minutes, was it?
No.
We were 2 points lost on that game.
Yeah.
Weren't we? And
the Brentford performance, when a team comes to play against us, like Brentford did, although Brentford weren't that great on the day, that you could see that they wanted to actually play football. So the performance was a bit better than the Blackpool game because they just come and wanted to scrap. The 3 points in the Brentford game and the Blackpool game, the 3 points is still the same at the end of the day, relevant of how we've played. So
look at the last 3 games now. That's
7 points from 9.
7 points out from 9.
Yeah.
That's back onto the form that we were back on.
That's after 2 consecutive games where we've conceded 4 goals as well at Brighton and Ipswich. So they're massive points really after the mini slump that we had.
Yeah.
So it's another good example of getting that momentum back and not going on these horrible runs that we were going on previously.
We weren't getting like tonked over though all the way through those horrible runs.
No, but
the Rowett run.
Yeah. Oh no, exactly.
We weren't
absolutely.
getting tonked week out, week out. Yeah,
we're still in
conceding
games
4,
all
but
the
scoring
time.
and scoring and scoring. So
Yeah.
It seems to have steadied the ship and got it back on track again.
Yeah. The new signing Tesh
looks really quality.
He looks good. He did well at Derby. One of the brightest sparks at Derby as well, by all accounts. So, the addition of him and Kiernan seems to have done the squad wonders as well.
It was his long ball that Shinnie got on the end of for the Blackpool goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
He made one at Derby.
Yeah, I think he won the free kick leading up to the corner as well. So
nice acquisition.
Yes, agreed.
Nice acquisition. There you go. GA.
We've had a few predictions on the shout box. Didn't know
Far
whether
away.
you got them. Okay, let's see. First one that I've got is Blue Hobbers.
Got that one.
That one. Okay, and Docky.
Got that one.
And we're left with Channel K,
Okay.
which is Blues 2.
2.
2-0 for
Yep.
Blues, in other words. 16,800. Sorry.
I think you're a bit high there, Capo. I think you're a bit high.
Nice.
I think you're a bit high. It's too close for Christmas for a big crowd. I told a joke and everybody laughed at it. That's brilliant.
Not everybody.
Out of sympathy.
Can I confirm? Not everybody.
Out of sympathy.
I'm
Anyway.
going to play that back. You sing it. I heard.
66.67%.
Can I have a laugh? Can I have a laugh, Chris, please? Have you got a laugh on the?
I've got a laugh.
You'll have to get a laugh.
I'll have to get a laugh.
Apparently the radio cut off a little while ago, so what we're trying to do is get Connie T to record a slow version of Keep Right On to the End of the Road, probably in the style that she's done the Mr. Blue Sky, and then put her own little twist on it. But we'll leave it up to her how she does that. If she could, she will be friend of the show for life.
Yeah.
Celebrity friend of the show for life.
Honorary
President.
Honorary president.
That sounds Chinese, doesn't it? Honorary president.
Celebrity honorary president.
We'll come up with a title for Connie
Yeah,
for next week, yeah? But if she could do that, then that would be marvellous, because me and Chris firmly believe that there's sales out there, don't we, mate?
Yes,
At least 40.
absolutely.
Just say it's
Not berating Connie's talent, of course, I'm just saying the amount of people that...
Of course, if she needs an agent, then
I of course have over 37
I'm sure
years
there's one out there
experience
somewhere,
in the industry.
no one in this room, but there's somebody out there.
Come on, what could you offer, Chris? Please tell me what could you offer as an agent. Thank you, I'll rest my case.
You're welcome.
It makes a good cup of tea.
That's more than
Right.
Yeah, and just a thought. I mean, it's great to see everybody taking part on the shout box, but if you've got Skype and you want to put your tuppence in, then give us a call.
Yeah,
and the addy is
SRB Radio. How difficult is that to
For me, it's terrible. Yeah, I'd have to have it tattooed on my arm.
well, we can arrange that, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Right, let's give Chris Mitchell another shout out from Birmingham Fan Talk. He's got a question and answer session coming up with Paul Devlin shortly. 1,600 members, that's gone up tremendously since last week. Well done, keep adding people, keep tagging people to that one. And question and answer sessions to come up with Paul Pescasolido, Nicky Eden and Martin O'Connor. So it's all going well for our friend of the show from out east.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
Well done, Chris. Keep it going. It is about time that there was a sensible Blues Facebook page made by the fans. And I think this is it. This is the one, right? Because there are some others out there. I'm not going to berate them or anything like that, but there's this one seems to be one where you can have sensible conversation, normal talk about the Blues, without effing and jeffing and posting silly pictures. Anyway, what was that you there, Chris? Then?
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Lost it.
Well, we'll come back to it later. Yes, so well done to
In
Chris
so many
Mitchell
ways.
from Birmingham Fan Talk. Get yourselves added on it and get your friends tagged on it as well. Blues ladies drawing Liverpool in the FA Cup. Now, there's a smug grin upon your face, Chris. Why is that?
I don't like it.
Do you like it?
Yes.
What are you going to do? You're going to
I'm
invade
going
the
to write
pitch?
to the ref. I might invade the pitch. I'm going to write to the FA and request a redraw, because if you have a look at the rest of the draw, without being too disrespectful, the other WSL 1 teams have got a few of them have got very, very tasty home draws against lower league opposition. And then we get the unlucky tie of getting the 2-time champions at home. So, yeah, it's a really, really tough draw, but especially it's a great one to win. And it's the first game in the season as well. It'll be next week, not this weekend. Come in the weekend after. So it's the first game, before any of the WSL league campaign starts. So
It's at home.
it is at home. Yeah. We've got a lot to prove after last season's game at home to Liverpool, where the one we won't mention.
No.
So
What we won't mention the referee.
There'll be a few of the backroom staff and management team who will be absolutely desperate to make amends for that. So
You've got to imagine that Liverpool players, they're going to be even worsely sort of
Well, yeah,
draw.
absolutely.
It's away from
Is
home.
that in the dictionary?
That
Worsley?
probably it is now.
Worsley. Lovely word. Friend of the show.
Words.
They won't enjoy the prospect of coming down themselves. So yeah, between the two, I don't think either of us will be too pleased with the draw. But the FA announced that the final was going to be at Wembley as well this year,
which
for
is
the
cracking.
first time.
Brilliant, yeah.
Which is a real real incentive for the teams.
But it's also another step up and another boost for ladies football, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. Yeah.
I had a little bit of a telling off yesterday. Look, it was only a joke. I put on Twitter, Happy National Women's Day, fetch me a beer.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit of a berating.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
No,
Come on, it's only a bit of fun.
You can't have fun on Twitter.
There was
you
no.
should know that.
There was no. Why? There
You have to be very, very serious.
There was no inference to say that I wanted a woman to fetch me a beer.
Yeah.
Right. Happy Ladies Day, or whatever it was, and they fetch me a beer. That's no problem. Yeah.
I'm saying
Say
nothing.
nothing.
Why is it only outspoken one out of the three of us? Even though there's four of us in here.
Because the rest of us
Those
want to get to our
views
next
are
birthday,
not
that's
the
why.
views of Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Oh
solely
no,
out.
they're not. They're my own personal views. It's my own personal Twitter account, and of course, I just like comedy. I just like a bit of
There's plenty
comedy.
of that on Twitter.
Yeah.
There is. It's brilliant. Twitter.
Not so much in here.
I love Twitter.
No.
I love Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, how much is it to get in, Chris?
I think it'll be £6 and
£6.
£3 again. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a decent.
When is
I
that?
think it's the 20th.
Sunday the 22nd.
22nd, yes.
Yeah.
22nd.
Probably a 2:00 kickoff,
Might be worth
I would
going to see
imagine. So not a nice start to the campaign.
Two Birmingham teams getting to Wembley next season. That'd be good.
Be very nice, yeah.
We may even take a sports radio microphone.
One's already got
That'd be
got
good.
there this
That'd be good,
season,
yeah.
of course.
Can you organise that for us,
No,
Chris?
they're not from Birmingham.
Oh, yes.
They're from...
What's the postcode again? What's the postcode again?
They're on the other side.
Sorry,
of the A0.
A38.
What
Yeah,
does
could
that
you
B stand
organise
for?
us? We're perhaps going to get to that.
And of course, this Saturday, the Huddersfield game is Karen Carney's induction to the Hall of Fame as well.
Absolutely.
So,
Where will that take place?
it's in. They've got the Legends Lounge, I think,
Oh, right.
booked out, but she'll be on the pitch at half time. So, make sure the fans give her
That's fantastic.
a good old round of applause at half time when she comes on.
Wake up, Chris. There we go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, any more news coming out the ladies' camp then, or is that it?
England have got to currently taking part in a tournament, international tournament in Cyprus, which they've got to the final of today. They'll take on Canada on Wednesday. So Karen, Joe Potter, and Jade Moore are involved in that. They've played their part in the group stages. So hopefully we'll get to see it. If not all three, a couple of them in Wednesday's final against Canada. So, and then the season starts on the 29th at home to Manchester City.
Have we ever mentioned that Docker went to the same school as Karen Carney?
I don't think we have.
No, okay.
I've never heard that before. No.
No. Maybe we'll just report it again next week.
That's it.
Half time, my lovelies. We haven't got the whistle. I don't know where that's gone to. Did you download a whistle as well, Chris?
It's on the wall.
If you forgot, it's on the wall. All right. We can't even be bothered to get it tonight. We're all lethargic.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. The chanted Super Blues ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's see you in the cup, singing our song, helping and sharing the load. It's worth the point at all when we sing together. We're there at the end of the road. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We have the team that's tops here at St Andrews. They gotta give us what we're longing for. It's Birmingham forever, let's hear it from the stand. So come on City, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?
Welcome back to the Talk Show. They've been very industrious in the half-time break, recording that whistle. So there you go. That's now immortalised and will be used forever and a day. Right, thanks for the update on the ladies, Chris. Well done. I think we've got a couple of issues on Skype tonight, have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Can't seem to get back.
We'll try and get them in a very short while. Okay, FA Cup weekend, and yet we're still playing a game tonight. I picked up on something that Gabby wrote earlier, and Man United 0, Arsenal 1 is the latest
Yeah, I just
on that one. Picked up on something that Gabby ranted on earlier, and I thought it was a very, very, very good point. We've just had a whole...
Not like it.
I know.
Don't be daft.
We've just had a whole weekend to get all these fixtures out of the way, and yet on a working day you've got yet another high-profile game, and then the draw to the end of this game. So the other week we had the draw before the last game was played.
Yeah.
Right, can they sort it out?
I think you mentioned a 5-letter word earlier, beginning with M. Money.
Surely not.
I'm afraid so.
No.
I think anything they can do to get as many games on telly and as much revenue as possible.
That's why
they're going to do it.
Finals
at Wembley. Yeah.
Which is, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think that's
tragic.
What, sorry?
Semi-finals being at Wembley, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, very wrong. But there again, there's another football stadium that needs
it's painful
money, and that's the only reason that the semi-finals are there.
Yeah.
I think we've got Skype up and running now. Do we have Capo on?
Can you hear us, Capo? Nope. He's gone again. He was on.
You were lying.
Yeah, he's gone.
You were just lying, Chris. You were lying. You were trying to make yourself look technically brilliant, and you failed miserably. It ain't working. It's bull. All right. So the current score in that game then is Man United 0, Arsenal 1. I'd like to read the football results. Just from a professional level.
Go on then. Professionally.
Professionally.
Go on.
Birmingham City 5, Huddersfield 0.
It's Huddersfield Town, but it's not a bad effort.
That's enough.
Oh,
You've got to get all the names right.
Gigantic.
You've got to get all the names
East
right.
5, 4, 4, 5, 5.
5.
I must stop eating this Bombay mix. It's going to my head.
Yeah.
Capo, are you there?
No.
Capo.
Yes.
Capo?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey!
You there?
Hello.
Hello.
He's
We can
there.
hear you. Just about.
Can you hear us?
In the toilet.
No.
We'll have to abandon that.
Quiet.
completely.
He's there. I can hear him.
No.
Yeah, so it is a bit of a debacle. Now, if we look at this again from the weekend's perspective, from the game over there at B6, I know we were sat here last week all, organising
it was too early.
organising the party. It was a bit of fun, though. How did the police miss that, really?
Yeah.
Really, in reality?
As soon as it was drawn, you thought, "Oh, that's a dangerous one." Of all the ties, that one really should have been an early one. I think.
Or a Sunday.
Oh yeah, the early Saturday or the Sunday
Man United
game.
1, Arsenal 1. Oh, sorry, Manchester United 1,
Thank you.
Arsenal 1.
Yes. Yeah, so the warning signs were there, and that really shouldn't have been the
Well, if we
late kick-off.
look at West Midlands Police just recently, right?
Yeah.
They flipped a coin to see whether Birmingham City or B6 would play their game on the Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing to do with strategy,
No.
geography, amount of people come and go in, the city centre, this, that and the other. They flipped a coin. How flippant is that?
Yeah.
I know it's a double
Yeah,
coin,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then to allow that game to be played at 5:30,
Yeah.
and I've been hearing some absolute horror stories on the radio today about people throwing bottles at people,
Yeah.
and, even before the game started, ripping chairs out, and I don't care that it is them, right?
Yeah.
Because if it had been at our place, the same would have happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can't and I won't condone anybody running onto a football pitch. My lads thought about it at the Villa game, right? But
Yeah.
I put my dad shout on,
Yeah.
right? Because number one, A, it's wrong, and B, there are that many cameras there anyway, you're going to get caught.
Yeah.
Now, I hope that everybody that was involved in that on Saturday does get nobbled and get a 5-year ban. I ain't bothered. Whether it's BC, whether it's you guys or not, GA, I ain't bothered, and I think you all know my stance on it anyway. It's just out of order. And so we've now got a Watford fan critically ill, after being beaten up by a gang in Wolverhampton. We've got all this gone on at their place. We've got Blues and Derby fans fighting outside the football ground on Saturday. Come on, people, get a grip, really. Yeah, it's like, ooh, no need.
Yeah.
Absolutely no need.
Yeah, it's the dark side of fans, isn't it? But you mentioned that Watford fan. There is a Wolves fan.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about this.
Who's set up a fund page to fund the Watford fans away trips for the
There's also
for however long it.
There's also another Wolves fan who set up I think it's either a Facebook page or a Just Giving page, and has raised over £11,000 already.
Yeah,
and is going to be in touch with Watford Football Club to
I saw that.
to make sure that all the money gets to him. And you know,
so it's good to see the good, and
there are genuine people
as well.
out there. From any club, from every club, there are genuine people out there.
Yeah.
But what are we going to do about this element of idiots? Be it whether that's from your place or from our place or anywhere else, and I don't care where they're from.
I don't know what you can do, because
they picked
these fans.
One guy up, I think, in the Witten Arms, and they'd already got a banning order on him.
Yeah, these fans aren't fans that go every week. Yeah, these are people who have took this opportunity to have the whole Saturday drinking and to go and cause trouble, which we get them everywhere, unfortunately.
I don't know what to say, because I don't understand the mentality. Full stop. You go to a speedway match. I mean, the very first match that we'll be having this year is Birmingham versus Cradley. You cannot get a more ferocious rivalry, and made even more ferocious by the fact that we're sharing the same track now. We'll all be standing together. We'll all be having beers before the match and after the match. Oh gosh, there'll be. Oh my life, there will be. It'll be.
There's no like violence.
No,
I don't have to go to one. I've been threatening for 3 years.
So I just do not understand why football. You go to a rugby match, same thing. You don't get. You get a lot of banter and everything, and you can't get more rougher than rugby.
Do you think it's down to segregation?
I think it's just a tribal thing. I think
it is.
It's history, isn't it? It's what it is.
That sort
it just
of
attracts
person,
that sort of person.
Yeah.
I hate to say it attracts a lot of people who don't actually know a lot about football.
No, absolutely. Like I said, these people who are causing the trouble aren't the season ticket holders, aren't the fans that go every week.
I think that sums it up. I don't know if you even saw the Davo video.
I haven't seen them yet. No.
Right at the end, I speak to this Blues fan, and this Blues fan said to Davo, did we win 3-2? I didn't even know the score.
Really? For me, there was one sensible B6 fan on the radio this evening, and what he said was, is that the people that ran onto that football field denied me my opportunity as a football supporter to applaud my team for getting to Wembley. Now, for any team to get to Wembley is a great achievement. It is.
I tell you something.
Not so much in a semi-final,
except when you've beaten the teams that they've beaten.
But not so much. Not so much in a semi-final.
That's just me being bitter.
But no, there isn't.
No, you're right.
And another guy said, right, there were only 22 men on Saturday who had earned the divine right to be on that football pitch. Right, 22 very select people. Yes, I know they're all prima donnas and this, that, and the other. They are. Yeah, that's football. That's just the way it's gone. Nothing we can do about it. But there were 22 people who had the right to be on that pitch, along with the officials, etc. And nobody else.
I was looking at pictures of some of the people that were on the pitch, and the thing that struck me and I was horrified by really is on one of the, I think it was one of the Facebook pages, there's been a lot of talk about the press being very unfair because it's a Birmingham team, and that there's been pitch invasions in other places and they haven't had the sort of headlines that you've had, and I can see where they're coming from. And there was this picture of a kid who can only be about 6 years old, smiling and on the pitch, and they're saying, he's not a hooligan. But my answer to that is, yeah, but you're teaching him to be. By letting him come on the pitch and saying to him, that's okay.
I'm sure at your football
that's horrifying. That horrifies me.
There is signage which says, please respect the pitch, keep off. It is a £400 fine if you encroach it.
Yeah.
They're down at the bottom of the Tilton. I see them there every week, and it's a nice little reminder that I sit in my seat.
Yeah. I would say
you pay enough money for it.
GA's right in a sense. With them picking on Villa and a big club having a pitch invasion like that.
I think if it had been Birmingham City, it would have been.
To be perfectly honest,
I remember the BBC tweeting early on in the FA Cup first round. I think Warrington beat Exeter at Warrington, and that's a major upset. And when the Warrington fans invaded the pitch, and they treated it as such a glorious occasion for Warrington.
But I do think,
and who could deny them a pitch invasion? those fans are pitch invasion. But when it comes to Villa in a quarter-final, it's
And it would have been
the
the
worst
same
thing you've ever seen
And
in
the
your
thing
life.
is, it would have been if it had been Birmingham City, it would have been the same thing.
Yeah, it would, yeah. But when Warrington did it, they were glorifying it because they're a small club.
Also, now listen to this analogy, right? Okay, had that game have kicked off at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Had it not been fueled full of like 6, 7, 8 hours of alcohol.
Yeah.
Had it not been the fact that it wasn't policed very well. Had it been for the fact that it wasn't stewarded very well. Right, and had it been for the fact that the fans ran onto the pitch prior to the full-time whistle, had that full-time whistle have gone and then fans run onto the pitch, I think it would have been a slightly different story.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think that's true. But none of which excuses any of it.
Well, none of any of it excuses the police turning around and not saying 12 o'clock kick off on Sunday. That's it. We ain't budging on it. Tough BBC, unlucky. 12 o'clock kick off on Sunday. That ain't gonna happen. There you go. So. Yeah. I'm afraid my blame is firmly laid at the police's door.
I think there's mitigating circumstances all the way down, but even so...
Well, money shouldn't dictate the police, though, should it, really?
No.
And policing decisions. It shouldn't. Then I might like to get the FSF involved and ask them... I think I'll write to them tomorrow and see what they've got to say. Football Supporters Federation. Because... It not the fact that it happened to B6. I'm certainly not gloating on it, right? Because I don't like it. I don't like it in any aspect of the game whatsoever. But it's just an interesting kind of conversation to find out why so many things went wrong and how it was such an easy recipe for disaster. And I've since heard that a couple of the West Bromwich Albion supporters were struck. One punched in the stomach. Delph claimed that he was bitten. Suarez was on the pitch at some junction. I know we're making light of it, but in all seriousness, right? What if that little 6-year-old kid had got trampled?
Well, exactly, and he shouldn't. At the end of the day,
I'm not a member of the Health and Safety Brigade. I'm genuinely not. But it's a very enclosed space with a lot of people running in all different directions. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
You may or may not have Doco on the line if you want to just shout him up.
We can try. Doco, you there? You're useless, Chris. You're hopeless, mate, aren't you?
He's not there.
Oh, yeah.
Are you there? Something's gone horribly wrong.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey!
Where have we been in the toilet?
Yes.
Greetings, Doco.
Hello?
It's gone. Hello, Doco.
Hello?
This is your...
Hello?
That's what it lasted.
You going then? Where are you? Oh, I can hear you now. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello? Try putting the phone close to your ear.
Hello?
No, we're going to have to abandon Chris. Sorry, mate.
Oh!
Okay.
Carry on.
Onwards.
I'm here, but I can't hear you. I'm not.
Poor old Doco goes out thrashing and
Sorry,
screaming.
I'm
Doco's in trap one. Nice one, I bet. Doco, I know you're probably still listening, but thanks for my daffodil. I've got it. I shall wear it. I know you were out there in Solihull over the weekend, rattling your tin, collecting money for the Marie Curie Cancer Care, and good luck to you and all the work that you do with that.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing, so well done.
And apparently he said somebody tried to steal his tin.
That's right, yeah, it was
Some
me.
pikey.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh dear.
You're listening to the Tilton Talk Show on srbradio.com.
Watching the game as well, and they said Jakub had been sent off for second bookable offence. So I tweeted back, there was no offence. And there was no offence.
Yeah.
He didn't impede the guy whatsoever in any shape, manner, means or form.
Yeah. It's... But, and like you say, there was the occasion the other week with Sunderland at Man United where there was a foul, the referee sent the wrong person off.
Yes, there was, yeah.
And that...
Was that Sunderland?
Wes Browne, Wes Browne got it rescinded. So nobody got punished, nobody got a ban for a red card offence.
It needs sorting, doesn't it? Something,
yeah. Something needs to be done. I think the standard of refereeing has dropped lately. So whether they do need some help somehow.
Technology.
However, I'm still not sure about it myself, but
then you're saying they need some help. What help? I mean, they've got fourth officials. They've got
Well, what do they do? The fourth
Cancer spray.
officials. I don't know what the fourth officials do. Still,
It's time.
apart from hold the border,
Yeah.
and stop the managers fighting each
the
other.
fourth official. It's
Then in the Champions League, you got them behind the goal with a black stick.
Yeah, I don't think they've got them anymore. But
So you have a
yeah,
fourth official in case there's three other officials can't make a decision. Basically.
yeah.
And if one gets injured, of course.
Oh, yeah.
As happened last week, didn't it?
But yeah, I don't. They're always in contact with each other, but I don't know. There's so many mistakes being made at the moment. It's becoming a pretty impossible job because every decision now is scrutinised, even the smallest ones. So
you're an advocate then for leaving it as it is, and then having these as all the debating points and the talking points of football, like.
Yeah, I mean, but that's coming from, and then that's coming from me, who's a Blues Ladies fan, we were pretty much robbed of the title last year because of refereeing decisions.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but unfortunately, I don't see a lot that we can do about it without disrupting the whole flow of the game and the momentum of the game.
I mean, and you wouldn't be prepared to do that?
No, I don't think I would.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Well, I
don't think I
value
would.
your opinion. I value your opinion. I personally would. I'd like to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Right? Do some trials on it,
Yeah.
see what happens.
Have you ever watched how it works in rugby?
Yeah.
And it does stop the game.
But
It
yeah,
stops the
and
game.
rugby.
It does stop
rugby
the
is a
game.
sport where it's naturally start with
yeah.
tackles,
Yeah.
Yeah,
going
okay.
to ground, and then you start again, and then you think about a football game where it's in injury time, and one team's bombarding the other team with crosses.
Down to technology, we may not have got that penalty decision.
Well, yeah, true, yeah. Because it was a bit iffy. But yeah, you think of that atmosphere when a team is bombarding the other team with crosses and peppering away with them in the last 5 minutes to try and get an equaliser.
But it
and then every minute.
The times we've had, the games we've had, and you thought, oh God, we shouldn't really have got that.
No, yeah.
Got it.
Well, there was a
It
clear
a big
handball at the
decision.
Blackpool game we got away with.
Yeah, I think there was.
Clear
Yeah.
handball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see both sides of it, but
I
I
think-
would like to trial it and just
The last
see.
thing I'd want to see is every minute
At the end of the day, the best.
everybody stopping and turning to look at the big screen.
At the end of the day, the best solution is train the refs properly.
Yeah. I think they can improve the referees. Definitely.
I couldn't see either of those sending off the second yellow card, whether he was doing it at full speed or
Yeah.
I couldn't see what that I just
Yeah.
couldn't see, and he's next to the situation, and I'm watching it on a 39-inch screen. But so yeah,
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They can do better, definitely.
Docco's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I don't know.
Happy
He
birthday.
looks pretty old to me.
90.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He's got to be in his 90s, hasn't he?
Got to be old.
Yeah.
Very old.
I was expecting him to be on the doorstep tonight with his tin.
Has he told us?
Be careful. Be careful what you wish for.
You should be careful what you wish for, shouldn't you? No, he hasn't told us how old
We
he
should
is.
have a shoutbox prediction. How old is Docker?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty old.
Shout Prox predictions on how old Docco
Right.
is.
Okay.
I'm going to go for
I'm going to go for 59.
Chris Browne, 59. Chris Pugh,
I'll go younger than that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. 54.
54. GA.
I'm going to go 58 and 6 months and 3 days.
50.
I've just got his birthday down
3
in there.
months and 6 days. Have you got that correctly?
What are you going for, Nick?
That'd
I'm
be
gonna
something,
go
wouldn't it?
56.
Really? That
Yeah.
young?
Yeah.
Come on then,
56.
Docco.
Come on then, Docco, we're waiting.
Docco, let us know.
How old are you?
Then.
It's
proper
an,
age,
it's
'cause
an
we will
in-house
find out.
competition.
21.
tonight. In-house competition tonight to bag the docking rights of guessing Docco's age.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, okay, there, back to it. You're then definitely not an advocate for technology.
No, not for me. Not in the way that people are lobbying
I think
for
so.
it
It's
for every
fair. It's fair
decision.
on all sides.
What about you, GA?
What was that? Sorry, I missed that. I was
Technology, not goal line technology, but technology and big decisions like the sending offs.
I don't think. I think it works in rugby, but I think if you tried to do the same sort of thing in football, it would just spoil the game. No, I'm all for things that spoil the game of football. But,
how far down are we dropping it as well? I mean, are we just having Premier League so that Sacco incident wouldn't be overturned because
money.
we can't afford to give it to the Championship, League 1 and League 2 as well? And you implement all these things like this goal line technology. It's only in the Premier League that it is. It's not anywhere else. We haven't got it.
I think it will be.
The only
very,
way
very
I would see it
shortly.
working is if you've got like in cricket and you've got a fourth official that's sitting in front of a television.
But we have a fourth official on the touchline.
Yeah, but if sitting in front of a television somewhere else, and the referee can say, right, I'm thinking of booking this player. Is a booking, and then you carry on with the game until the decision comes down. That's the only way I can see it working. But I don't like the idea.
JK, sorry, is saying it would definitely work. Won't spoil the game. All bookings and penalties. Stop diving overnight. Absolutely, 100%.
There is that.
Absolutely.
Yes, there is that.
No, I'm a big advocate that that's not the case. Because how many bookings? I remember Gareth Bale's last season at Spurs. How many bookings did Gareth Bale get for diving at Spurs in his last season? He had about 5 or 6, and all of them were fouls. All of them, every single one of them was a foul, and he got booked so often for diving. And there is such a fine line. If you're absolutely 100% going to tell a professional footballer that they've dived, that there was no contact, and even if there was minimal contact, it wasn't enough to take. You cannot physically formulate that. You cannot tell somebody that the contact that they felt wasn't enough to take them down. I don't think even with video technology you cannot physically tell somebody that they've dived, because it's your opinion against their word.
But then
it's your
that's what the
opinion against
referee's opinion is now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So leave it. Leave as it is.
I mean, really, we shouldn't even be having this conversation, should we? I mean, really, it should be the referee's decision is final. It's only
but it is now. It is now.
The wrong decision.
Well, okay.
Again,
So
as GI said, your referees have got to be better.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
No, I agree. Yeah.
JK is saying, but it will stop them trying, surely.
Yeah, but at what cost? That's the thing. At what cost to the game?
It's
How much money's in the game now?
Man United are playing somebody.
Go back to that money thing.
Man United are playing somebody on the last day of the season. If they win, they get into the Champions League spot. If they don't win, they don't. It's 0-0 with a minute left. Is one of and one of them's running through. Of course, you take a potential booking to go down and try and win a penalty. Of course, you do. Look at what's on offer for the club.
Yeah.
JK's also saying it will stop the referee from being crowded as well.
Well, that should never happen, really, should it?
No, that's down to training.
But again,
That's
why
down
should
to
that
training.
affect? That shouldn't affect a referee.
I'm liking this
whether
debate.
whether you've got 8 players around you telling you that you're wrong, or no players around you. You've made that decision, so stick by it.
That is the training of the referee, yeah. 'Cause I mean, it's a bit like a school teacher.
And that's
also,
also-
when we were all at school, we were
Exactly.
all frightened of a certain teacher.
Yeah.
And
And
didn't
if
actually do much,
Yeah.
but you knew, I ain't going to mess with it.
And in any case, there's an easy way of stopping that. You make it a bookable offence to crowd the referee. You make it a bookable offence to crowd the
2
referee.
yards, 2 yards, come within 2 yards. You're fucked.
So as soon as he makes a decision, he gets
But
his
no, all right then.
there's a big
Okay,
circle around it.
and then
And
then those Wolves
Have you heard
players-
that they're going to go with pink spray in case it snows?
Don't stop.
and then those Wolves players who had to see their teammate get sent off for nothing on Saturday. Are you saying that they can't be dismayed and that they can't surround the referee and tell him that he's made a horrible decision?
Well, it doesn't. All I can tell you is it doesn't happen in rugby. Never happens. They never crowd the referee.
But how many bad decisions do rugby referees make? Horrendous
Well, I don't think
decisions
it's
like
not, I
that.
think it's not questioned. Is it?
It just isn't. No,
It's
it's you
And
know.
that's
But that
probably- that might be
I
where
tell you
we're
why that
going
is, because if they make if there's a decision to be made, it can go upstairs. But that's because rugby's a different sport.
No. That's not that at all. Because before that happened, it still wasn't part of the game. Before all the television technology was brought in, it still wasn't part of the game.
So we've got Hawkeye in tennis, Hawkeye in football.
Yeah, we've got goal line technology in football. Yeah,
And you've got the technology now in cricket as well.
Yeah.
So
Which-
other sports are adopting it. Why can't football adopt
but
it?
we've got goal line technology, and that is the one absolute 100% certain
And it's not
decision that you can implement technology for.
And in cricket, for instance, it's not adopted universally anyway, because
No,
there's some
well,
teams
India
that-
don't want it.
India doesn't want it, or don't have it in their test matches and so on.
Technology
like
can
it.
be bought in for goal line technology, because that is a 100%. Has it crossed the line or has it not crossed the line? A penalty is a person's opinion. A yellow card is a person's opinion. A red card is a person's opinion.
Docco.
To an extent.
We can't repeat that one,
No.
We can guess.
Oh dear. Great debate. I think it's going to rage on forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will money talk, and will money force the issue, do you think?
Almost certainly, because money's talked.
It's got to. One bad decision can cost the club
Yeah,
its livelihood.
yeah. But that's.
Or give it its
And I
livelihood.
say, yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
say,
Or
I
use
agree
it
with
for-
GA. Your referees have got to be better then.
Yeah.
Put money into making your referees better.
There's enough money in the sport to be able to do that, surely.
I mean, these
You know?
referees at the moment are on they're full time. They're on £75,000-80,000 a week, and
No,
and
they're not.
they are
Really?
a year. Sorry, not
Say,
a week.
I'm going to become a ref. I don't care how much abuse I get for that. I'll take it.
I almost took my trousers off and give up my day job then.
I'm not shock you all. Yeah, £75,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know,
That's more than what the Prime Minister is.
It's
So
not
gi-
bad
so
for 90
give 'em-
minutes work, is it?
no, of course not.
Yeah,
So
bad.
give them
Bad money, is it?
give them £100,000 a year and give them extra training and make sure that they're making 90% of the decisions correct rather than
And
making
this-
horror decisions.
And this thing
wondering,
about
are
being
referees
crowded.
Are referees graded?
Yeah, yeah.
Are
Well,
they? Or should they?
yeah, well, they are. Hence we've got the elite referees who are Premier League
Right.
referees. But
On this thing about referees being crowded as well, I mean, JK's just said it that in cricket they don't argue with the umpire, whatever the decision. And this is prior to the technology. And it seems to me, I can't think of another sport. I'm trying hard to now, but I can't think of another sport where it's acceptable to crowd the referee in that way because he's made a decision that you don't agree with for whatever reason.
It was a one man sport with tennis and John McEnroe. That's
Yeah.
spats he used to go into.
Yeah,
And then, of course, now they
yeah,
brought
but
in the technology, and what's it done? It stopped that.
I think it stopped.
There is no
No,
choice
it stopped
anymore.
before the technology was
But
brought
that's-
because they brought in
again-
some rules that said if you do that you can lose a point, and if you do it again you can lose a game.
Again-
so they brought the rules in. That was prior to the technology being introduced. That stopped that to be.
and
a
the
thing.
line technology in tennis is a definitive yes or no answer. Is it in or is it out? Again,
And
penalties, diving, yellow cards. It is a personal
And it's only
opinion.
allowed to be used a certain amount of times as well. I think
Yeah,
they've got
they
three,
get three
they get
challenges,
three
yeah.
challenges. So,
Yeah.
you're only going to use it if you think it's definitely out,
Yeah.
or you need,
Yeah.
or you've just run a wrong way and you need to get your breath back.
Yeah.
Which sometimes
Unless that's what you say. Unless you say you give a team 2 challenges, 1 challenge per half, and if you're absolutely convinced that a decision's gone against you, then you challenge it. If the referee's happy that he's made a decision, that his decision was right, then you've lost your challenge. Tough.
I actually can see I can see that as being.
Patent that one.
That I quite like it actually. That might work. That might work.
JK's going to make another valid point, and he's saying shocking decisions at cricket week in, week out, and only top flight has the video technology and uses it
Yeah,
perfectly.
exactly, absolutely spot on. Yeah, League 1 and League 2 teams don't get the hindsight of goal line technology, and like club cricketers don't get a Hawkeye LBW decision. I'm sure there's plenty of club cricketers out there who get out every week to dodgy decisions
Because that technology
because
is not
it's
cheap.
not there for everybody.
It's
No,
not cheap,
no.
is it? I mean,
Great debate, that one.
Yeah,
Great debate.
there's too much at stake,
It's just going to go
basically.
on and on. We still don't know definitively how old Doco is yet, so whether we could use
Come
some
on,
kind of
Doco,
technology
sort
to
it out.
find that.
Darko,
Blue Bob was
listen.
saying the players get paid so much money that £1,000 fine isn't much
No,
when you're
it's
getting paid
nothing.
£50,000 plus a week, and your sponsors' money will probably pay for it anyway. Yeah,
What's that fine for?
it's all money, all money.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they get paid, how much they get fined for a booking. I don't know.
I'm sure we'll rumble on about that one at some other junction anyway. You can have the chance to win, you can win the chance to watch the Blues with Sky Sports Jim and Nat. Jim White and Natalie Sayer have been officially placed on the transfer list and will be swapping the newsroom for a new day job at the home game of a club from each of the football leagues. And it could be us. As part of the Sky Bet transfer fund, Sky Bet have transfer listed the pair and are giving you the chance to sign them for Birmingham City for a unique role voted on by the fans. They could be selling programmes, serving up match day pies.
Get out.
Or checking
on
the
my
pitch.
bar.
And the winning fan responsible for bringing them to the club will then be able to enjoy the game in the exclusive company of Jim and Nat. In addition to this unforgettable match day experience, Sky Bet will also deposit £250 into their Sky Bet account. I don't have one because I don't gamble.
You would have, because it's the same as your Super 6 account.
Is it? Oh, well, there you go. Didn't know. To enter, all you have to do is reply to the competition tweets from Sky Bet and retweet the hashtag transfer listed followed by Birmingham City. You can tweet as many times as you like, and the more hashtags our club has, the bigger the chance we and you have to win. The first winner will be announced in 1 week, so get tweeting. Read more at bcfc.com/news/article Birmingham City transfer list. Okay, so there's right. Apparently Docco and Gary Newman were both 57 yesterday.
Oh no!
So
He's
I
58.
was actually a year out. GA, you were a year out on Docco's age.
Okay.
You said, well, I win because you were a year, 3 months and 6 days, and I was just a year. So Docco,
You mean my being clever has backfired on me once again?
Chris Pugh, you generously said 54.
You just
and
look so
Chris,
youthful.
I think you've just lost Docco as a mate because you said he was 59. Hey.
I think that was probably
flawless skin.
that's the effect you was going for, wasn't it, Chris?
Right, good luck to Ollie Lee, who goes out on loan to Plymouth Argyle, and Denny Johnson returns to Blues after a loan spell with Cheltenham. He made 5 appearances and scored 1 goal. Right, okay. Now it's Tuesday tomorrow, and we all know what happens on a Tuesday. The world goes mad.
You get drunk, don't you?
What is it you lot think of me? Huh? There's supposed to be a big announcement being made tomorrow. It was originally supposed to be made today, but time ran out.
Was it?
Which leads me to believe that announcement's got to then be made to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Yep.
Yeah.
Chris Pugh is dead, apparently.
Oh dear. Oh, I got it right, Docco. 56. I put 56. I did say he was a year younger. Right, okay. It's rumoured that it's not the sale of the club.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the announcement is going to be. We can all speculate, but I think it would be foolhardy.
Should we speculate? There, go
Oh,
on.
go on, let's speculate.
I think it's nothing whatsoever to do with the takeover. That's what I'm going to say.
Right.
I think it's probably official confirmation of what we've known for a couple of weeks.
What?
That the receivers are in place and doing their job. Because I don't know if it was officially stated by BIHL that the receivers were in. So it may well just be a statement from BIHL saying the receivers
But wasn't
are
it the
in
court
and
that
doing
appointed
their
the
job.
receivers
Yes.
anyway?
Yes.
So that announcement would have been
That
made prior to
announcement
that.
was made by the courts, so but maybe it's just a statement from BIHL.
Okay. GA, what do you think?
I think I don't care.
Ooh, poor attitude. Poor attitude.
But because what does it? It doesn't change. Whatever's going to be announced tomorrow, it ain't going to change anything, is it?
I think it's an announcement that BIHL can't believe that Docco's 58.
He's not. He's 57.
I reckon they're going to put more onions in the burger.
Don't
Right.
put onions in the burger.
I've been thinking about this on the way here. Diddly. Right. There's a couple of 3 things. Whether or whether not Carson Young's been bought out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And along goes with him Peter Panu. It's just, I know you've turned your nose up,
Yeah.
right, but it was just
I can't see that.
something
but
just
go
come
on.
up in the back of my head thinking, oh, I wonder what if. Like, look, he knows that Ernst & Young are running the show.
Yeah.
Right? He also knows that they've just appointed, the prosecution have just appointed a top barrister in his case, all right, and he may just be in a position of surrender. Maybe.
Yep.
Right? Maybe. Either that, and this is my absolute theory. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to get slammed down for this one.
Yeah.
It is an announcement to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange to announce that Image Cleaning are BIHL's preferred supplier.
I told you not to tell
Sorry,
anybody.
Chris. Sorry, Chris.
I told you not to tell anybody. It's out the bag now, it's out the bag.
Blue Hopper's saying, Google how much a fine is for yellow card. I'm staggered. 15 quid.
Well,
In whatever league.
That's
£15.
It can't be £15.
£15.
It can't be.
Surely that's how much the yellow card actually costs.
Yeah.
£15 and £20 for a red card.
Apparently, yeah, I win and I get a box of chocolate liqueurs. I can't wait for them. You're very welcome to come in next Monday, Doco.
Yeah.
Either that or meet me up Solihull High Street in about 10 minutes' time.
I'm telling that.
And tell Chris Pugh, watch out, I've already booked a hitman from the ads page from the Radio Times. There's been lots of humour going on tonight, I'm quite agree. I ain't got a clue. I'm racking my brains. I really don't know. The one thing that did strike me is has he given up? And that
I think we've got to think of the mentality that the way these people think, and I mean it's completely different in his case.
Yeah.
I think honour comes into it and things like that.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
He's not.
I can't
he's
say
not gonna
that
give up.
at all myself, but
Okay.
I think these people think that they're above anything. So
Yeah.
I think that they probably all still believe. Young still believes. Pano still believes that everything will turn out all right for him in the end. Probably. So.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, this appeal's looming. Is it May? Is it that the appeal?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just wondering why the prosecution have bought in such an important figure.
Yeah.
Getting a bit messy again, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Getting a bit messy.
And nothing has changed, has it?
No.
In 3 years.
No. Apart from Doco was 3 years older.
Yeah.
No. I still think he's lying about his age.
You do?
No way.
Oh,
It's a lot older than that.
You can bog off. I'm having that box of chocolate liqueurs, mate.
It's a lot
And when he
older
brings
than
them in, I'm eating them all to myself. You can have the wrappers.
According to the information that I've just found, it's actually £10.
No.
A fine of £10. Yeah, the players receive a fine of £10 per yellow card and £15 additional for every 5 yellow cards received. These fines are administration fees imposed by the Football Association. These rules are set for every tier of football across England, including the EPL and Championship, all the way down to Sunday League games. The FA is also responsible for other disciplinary action, including suspensions.
Wow.
There you go.
That's incredible.
It doesn't matter whether you get booked on Hackney Marshes or at Stamford Bridge.
And I'm thinking, like, when £1,000 was mentioned, I was thinking, God, that ain't much, is it?
Blue Wobber's got a very good point, and I did think about this one as well. Maybe they have found the missing money. That is obviously the other one that's been sort of
Possible,
As
yeah.
daft as it sounds, good, but
Yeah.
good.
Which explains why Chris has just turned green.
Yeah.
The thing is, when they appointed Ernst & Young, I had to check the spelling of Young just to make sure it wasn't some kind of relation of his, you know what I mean? In some dodgy company from the Far East.
Ernie Young. He thought it was Ernie Young, his brother.
Oh dear. And of course that was my opinion, not the opinion of Sports Radio.
Of course.
Sue me
Of
if you
course.
wish. Sue me if you wish. Right, okay, so Huddersfield up next then. Like you said, they've lost the last couple, I think, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, they're not in a bad. They're not in a very good run of form. Lost at home to Rotherham at the weekend.
Who's that
which is a
manager?
disappointment. Chris Powell.
Chris Powell, yeah.
Yeah, so not on the best run of form. Hopefully, the Derby performance, the Derby result, not so much the performance, will linger with us a bit longer, and we can take 3 more points.
Well, let's hope, because 10 out of a possible 12 would be stunning.
Yeah, that'd be a really good return to form. That would, yeah. But I think to be brutally honest, I think the bottom three are the bottom three now. So I think we can probably afford to stop looking over our shoulders now in terms of relegation, and hopefully that freedom will give the players an extra incentive to just to push on and express themselves as the season goes on now.
Sorry, I was just reading Chris's Facebook page here. A guy, Andrew Cash, has just written into Birmingham City Fan Talk saying most Blues fans get the words wrong when singing Keep Right On. It's we're often partisan. Most sing we're off to partisan. Chris has written, I thought it was we're off to park the van.
We actually sung that when we were
I love it. Oh, I tell you what, Chris, you're a legend, aren't you?
An
legend. Absolute legend, yeah. You going to the game Saturday then, Chris? You're going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there, yeah.
Setting up your burgers and burgers in a bap, the new menu for next year.
Yeah. Might see if I can sneak in and wish Karen well before as well. So
that'd be nice.
She'll be there early, hopefully.
Give respects to Karen from Sports Radio, friend of the show.
So she's going on the pitch, right?
Yeah, she'll be on the pitch at half time. Yeah.
Ask her if she wants to come and do a full interview.
Okay, yeah.
Full hour and a half session with Karen Carney would be on the cards.
Celebrity friend of the show, number 2.
Absolutely. Yeah, wouldn't it be great to get the First Lady, who's been recognised by Birmingham City Football Club's Hall of Fame, into the studio and on the show, and then have it recorded and immortalised.
Yeah, it'd be immense. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have a go at that then. See what you can do for us, Killer. Right.
I'll try my best.
Well, it's almost time to go. Just leaves me to say, I'm sure from everybody, not only here, Sports Radio, but from football around the country, his best wishes to this Watford fan who was viciously beaten in Wolverhampton on Saturday, and his life is hanging in the balance. It defies all my knowledge sometimes as to why people want to do this to each other. It really does, and I stutter, and when I stutter, I'm struggling with something. I'm struggling with the fact that a 40-odd-year-old man went to watch a football game and is now critically ill in hospital due to thugs, due to idiots, and then they wonder why all this debate has gone on about why they put that football game on at 5:30 on Saturday. Nothing much more to say from that apart from look out for tomorrow. There is something's going to happen. GA, before we go?
Yeah, when we finish, I'd just like you to have a listen to how to read the football results, which is just about to come
up as well.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay, I'm going to practice between now and next week, right? And I'll read the championship out next week, okay? Sure. Next Monday. And then you can mark me out of 10.
I'll be scrutinising every word.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Keep right on to the end of the road.
Scunthorpe 0, Crewe 0, Port Vale 1, Halifax 2, Rochdale 0, Chester 1. God dear. Torquay 2, Wrexham 1. God, who's interested in this stuff? Burnley 1, Colchester 0. Some boring old market town in the middle of nowhere 1, obscure coal mining village 1, dreary seaside resort 2, some anonymous urban barnacle off the A1 0. Deadly dull suburb of some northern industrial city 3, godforsaken fishing port 0, hideous East Midlands non-entity that doesn't even get a signpost at Spaghetti Junction 0, intolerably ugly West Country sprawl that wasn't helped by a town planner having a fit one Friday afternoon 1, depressing huddle of 1 up, 2 downs and 1 Asian greengrocer dwarfed by a derelict dockyard and 3 giant electricity furnaces belching green smoke all day that's twinned with a town in Belgium that doesn't even exist 1, Aldershot 0.
We are